Hello everyone and welcome to HERORC. I'm Robert and today was a pretty busy day for me. Nobody cares, so I won't go into it. But in the frame we've got the Jeep with the SCX-10 Axial CX-10 3 chassis. This is a vehicle that I started working on months ago and put it to the side. If you watch my last video, I said that I was going to take the bumper and everything off of this chassis and put it on my Axial Rubicon. But I got to looking at the frames, and the frames are not the same. There is like a little curve in the front of the Rubicon chassis, so the bumper that's on this vehicle won't fit on the front bumper anyway. Now the rear bumper, it might fit. So I'll probably take this rear bumper off and put it on this vehicle, and that way I'll have a tow hitch so that I can put a tow hitch bracket so that I can put a tow hitch in there, and they'll be able to tow some stuff with the Rubicon. But I was very impressed with the run of the Rubicon. So with that said, I will continue to try to get this vehicle operational. I've got magnets in the back which seem to work pretty good, and then I've got and I didn't even know how far, I had forgotten how far I was on this, and I've got a Velcro setup, Velcro body connector set up in the front, so all I got to do is put Velcro on that, and I think the body would probably hold pretty steady with the magnets in the back, which are pretty tight, and then put the Velcro in the front. I might have something here. Now I put quite a few dollars in this thing. I've got Desert Lizard shocks on it. I've got deep dish Enduro rims on it. It has the original, and these are 1.9s, I believe. And it has 1.9 the original tires that came with the chassis. And then, you know, I put bumpers in the front. It's got a Fusion in it. 1800, I do believe, and I got all the lights in it. And then the servo is what gave me a lot of trouble with it. At first I went chassis mount, and then I went axle mount, and then I went back to chassis mount, which seems to work a little bit better if I remember correctly. So with all of that said, I will take the bumper off of this one. Well, you know what? Since I'm going to continue to mess with this one, I'm going to go ahead and take this bumper off and put it on the Rubicon, because the Rubicon is a lot more functional than this, and then I'll just order another bumper for that one and put it to the side for a little bit. But I will eventually get it running, because, you know, you look at it, it's a beautiful setup. The ride height, I finally got that straight on it. I like the ride height on it. And, you know, everything else that I've done to it. And then it's got the interior and everything, and it's got a big hole in the center of it, so it would sit over that transmission in it. But, you know, that's what's going on with that one. So I will take that bumper off maybe tomorrow. Like I said, today I had a pretty busy day out in the yard, and I'm pretty tired, and then I got to get up and continue tomorrow. But as you can see, after I back the Jeep up, I've got some of my characters sitting in chairs there. And the colorful chairs are for 1.8 figures, and I just wanted to see how they fit compared to the ones that Captain America is sitting in, which seemed to fit them pretty good. And the reason why I'm looking at chairs and stuff is because, you know, I've got ideas off of YouTube to, and I figured out how to make some tables and stuff, you know, with 2x4s and 4x4s and all of that. And then they will look good on at Foxtrot Speedway. And speaking of Foxtrot Speedway, that is further on down the road, because after seeing how fast my vehicles are, and they're not the fastest, I need to stretch out Foxtrot Speedway and make it bigger. So I am going to, because I'm fixing to do fencing anyway, eventually. I am going to take the fence that's on the side of the house, that's where Foxtrot Speedway begins, and I'm going to push that back further and make Foxtrot Speedway bigger, because I have plenty of room in the front yard to expand that part of the yard. So I think it's 4 poles that I'll have to pull up and cement, but that's okay, because this is going to be my future. I kid you not. And once I get into wanting to be monetized, this will be a retirement job for me. And I'm not going to call it a job, because it'll be a blast. It'll be fun. I mean, if I don't make any money, cool. If I do, super cool. But those chairs will be part of the setup at I am planning on having a pretty nice setup for Foxtrot Speedway. My crawler course, I think, is awesome. I love it. It does everything that I needed to do. It's not very big, but if you watch my videos, it takes a minute to get through. If you don't have a competition crawler or some super crawler, and it's not a crawler course, it's a trail course, but if you don't have something like that, it takes you a minute to get through that course. So it's perfect for what I need for the future. And then Foxtrot Speedway, I want to have it the same way. So I am slowly getting things together. I'm looking at chairs. I'm going to make my tables, and that's that with that. And then also I ordered some more desert lizards, and these are for the ultimate hauler. I am putting 100 millimeters on the ultimate hauler, which is going to make it freaking awesome, because I have the regular shocks in the front, and then I have 90 millimeters in the rear. So that's going to free up another set of desert lizards. And I see how people people that have been in it for a while, I see how you accumulate a lot of stuff, and I am really starting to accumulate a lot of stuff. Just to give you an idea, this is under my garage. All of those totes have stuff that I've accumulated over the years. Trial and error, mistakes, whatever you want to call it. That is crazy. I got rims, tires, a light. I mean, anything I need, just about. I don't have chassis frames. That's one thing I don't have. You know, if I had chassis frames, I could probably build a vehicle from everything that I have here. But that was just to give you an idea. So I'm going to take these 100 millimeters and put them on the ultimate hauler. And once I get them on there, I want to take it out for a cruise. And I'll probably take one of my speedsters out with it, take it out front, and do a serious run until I can get my Foxtrot Speedway set up. That's gonna be a minute, because it's not high on the priority list right now, because I've got to get that fence started and done. And I did the fence when we first moved in. I didn't do the poles. We had the poles put in when they were building the house, but it took me about 3 months, to put up a fence all the way around my property. And so I'm fixing to do it again. but it's okay. You know, it's an investment. It's all good. And so that's the chairs. That's the Desert Lizard setup. Oh, and I had my shock towers came in, and that's going to be another video. But I'm going to experiment with the Atlases, the FMCX10 Atlas from FMS, and see if these will give them more performance. Even though I'm satisfied with the way. Okay, apparently I'm not satisfied because I'm wanting to try shock towers on them. The only thing that I am not happy with, and I will say, is that there's no rebound with the shocks. Everything is drooped and they articulate, but there's no rebound, if that makes any sense. Like this one has rebound, you know, it has rebound and it articulates, and you know, and then it, you know, you could see it are bouncing over court. It gives it that real effect. But anyway, I'm gonna see how these work on the Atlas. Then I ordered this was only $8. Those were only about $6 a piece or something, like 9, maybe 10, maybe $10 a piece. The shock towers, and I think I paid $8 for this. And this is a drive shaft for the MK2 Challenger. So I want to put that in there and see how that works. A lot of projects, a lot of things to keep me busy, and plus I got boxes over there I hadn't even opened yet. So just a lot of things to keep me busy, keep my mind off of the stressful job that I have. And also, I remember I was telling you I got the speed bug out there driving my speedsters. Well, my basher came in from FMS. I paid $149 for this thing, and I've been watching them on YouTube, and I've been watching people upgrade them and turn them into beast. So, and it held up pretty good, you know, with the more powerful motors and ESCs that have been put in them. So I got that, and then, you know, I've got that the slasher that I hadn't opened yet, kit, and then I've got about 5 other bashers. So no, probably more than that. I've got a fleet. I'm telling you, I've got a fleet. It's getting hard to walk around here in my studio back here. I've got so many, and I've got a front porch on the studio, and I'll probably expand and make you know, add the front porch to the interior, so I could have more vehicles, have more space to put in my vehicles. But yeah, that puppy came in yesterday. That's another video. I'm not even going to unbox it right now. We're just going to put it to the side, because right now this is my project, the Rubicon. I was so impressed with it the other night that this is going to be my #1 project, and then probably after it I will put the shocks on the Ultimate Hauler and go out and do a speed run with my vehicles. Hopefully I can get one of them done this weekend. I know I'm not going to get both of them done because I have a lot to do outside, and I got to get that done, you know. And then once I get all of that stuff done, you know, the fence, the yard, and everything situated, I will have more time to dedicate to this. And I need to get all of that done, especially by the first of the year, because I'm coming out. I want the world to know. Yeah, I'm going to start trying to get monetized through, my wife keeps pushing me, so I'm going to go ahead and try a little bit. I'm not going to try super hard. I'm not going to give them thousands of dollars to put my name out there. I'm going to start at the base and see what they can do, and if I like that, I will continue. But if I don't, I'll just go back to doing what I was doing until I retire. But anyway, Just let you know where I'm at HERORC. You know what I mean? Oh, and one other thing I've got, once I get out there and start painting, I'm going to take everything, every project that I have that involves paint, is going to go out there into my shed. I'm going to set up me a little table out there, set everything up on it, and I'm going to paint everything that, you know, that will be my main focus for that day or however many days it takes for me to get it done. And then I'll let everything sit out there and dry because it's getting hot now, so it won't take it long to dry. And then I'll start assembling things, other videos. So like I always say, folks, much more to come. Take care of yourselves and enjoy the playoffs. Peace.